Hello everyone, this is Simulacra. I'm Bryson, and this is another Build in Public from my Build in Public series. And it's really not that deep of a series. I'm just pretty much chatting with y'all. It's a low-key download of everything that is happening. Today is May 31st, so let's get into it. Right now, we've been pretty much building mobile apps in public. Well, a mobile app in public. I have not done, as you can see, a build in public in a good 2 weeks. But I have been live streaming damn near every single day for the past 10 days, about like 2 weeks. So maybe that makes up for not putting out build in publics. And I have been putting out other long form videos and shorts pretty much every day. There was a 5-day period, or maybe it was a 3 or 4 day period where I took off putting out shorts. But we're back today with another build in public. May 31st, we're building a mobile app. So, introduction. CommunityPool is out. CommunityPool has been out for, I want to say, 2 months now. CommunityPool is a global crowdfunding application that allows everyone in the world to sign up and deploy community pools and fund those community pools with digital cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, PaxG, and Tether Gold. The digital gold being PaxG and Tether Gold. Very good platform. Everyone should use it if you would like to fund your community events, outings, projects, whatever you want to fund and pool funds together with other people. You can use CommunityPool to do that. Updates coming. The major update that is coming to CommunityPool is that I'm moving from, I talked about this a few weeks earlier, I'm moving from a freemium model where CommunityPool right now is $20 a month or free, and the difference is the amount of pools that you can deploy. I'm going to move and completely wipe that and move to a purely fee-based model of fees being captured every time a user funds a pool, rather than a user having to pay a subscription fee to use the application. I think that will be a better experience for me and the users on the app. So that update is coming soon. What I'm really doing is the really reason why I haven't pushed that update through yet is because, as I talk about next, I'm building a Bitcoin payment processing mobile app. And so the main way that that app will be able to be monetized is through fees. Since I will be hosting a Bitcoin pay server for other merchants, I will collect fees so that their users or their customers can accept, so that their customers can pay them in Bitcoin and the merchants can accept Bitcoin as payment. And so I want to figure out how I want to set up the fees for my mobile app. And once I figure out that, I will just create and push those same updates up to CommunityPool for the web app. But like I said, the Bitcoin payment processing mobile app is in development. I'm having live streams pretty much daily. I did not have one yesterday because I am at an impasse in the app. Right now, I am figuring out exactly how I want to go about the invoice creation, the payment link generation, and the overall Bitcoin payment processing aspect of the application. I mostly have the app pretty much filled out. The skeleton onboarding is completely done. Pretty much the dashboard, activity, and Bitcoin page is pretty much done. The main component is adding the Bitcoin pay server. And so I've been live streaming. Join those live streams. They're a lot of fun. Vibing out with music and just building in public has been a lot of fun. So I think I will live stream today because there's something. So for instance, I don't want to put me setting up the Bitcoin pay server on live stream just because it involves me having to play around with my on-chain wallet, my on-chain Bitcoin wallet, Lightning wallets, private keys. I'll just keep that off stream, and then I'm going to do a tutorial just for a test how to set up a Bitcoin pay server, and I'll set up a tutorial, and I'll just use test accounts and demos for that. But this one I want to actually set up with like the Hachisu naming. It's going to be called, the store is going to be called Hachisu Bitcoin. So I don't want to do that on live stream. Developing an app is okay on live stream because if someone sees my .env file, I can just rotate my API keys. But key phrases and private keys are different. I cannot risk that being put on the internet in the slightest. The API key, you can just rotate it and get a new one. But a private key or a key phrase being exposed means that that wallet is completely compromised. So I'd have to go and get a new wallet. So I'm going to do that off live stream. And then on live stream, I think I'm just going to do, I need to add push notifications. I need to add two-factor authentication. And I think that's really what I can do until I've implemented the Bitcoin pay server part, because the next part of the application is going to be taking the payments from the block explorer and linking them in the activities section of the mobile app. So I can't do that part until I have actual test payments or real payments that I can actually go and get from the block explorer. But make sure to tune into public Bitcoin mobile app live stream. Okay, I know I have not. So the last Signals from Simulacra I put out was May 18th. It is now May 31st, and they're supposed to come out every week. I supremely believe one's going to come out on Monday or Tuesday, or what's today, Sunday? It's not coming out today. On Monday or Tuesday. The holdup is that I think this is going to be a very robust and all-encompassing Signals from Simulacra show. And it's going to take me a while to put together and shoot, because this might be like a 3-hour show, to be honest with you. So Signals from Simulacra is coming out, but it's a 3-hour show and I don't have a production team. So it's coming out. And plus I've been live streaming building a mobile app every day. So like there's only so much time in the day to also film a like full 3-hour show and make it a good show when you've been live streaming 2 hours a day every day, plus uploading shorts and other content. But Signals from Simulacra will come out. It's going to come out. So today is May 31st. I've pretty much been building in public for a month straight. Actually, it's been way longer than a month. I've been building in public since I've been putting out the videos for CommunityPool. But in terms of posting pretty much every single day, I've been posting for a month straight. I think it's going really well. I've gained a good amount of subscribers. I gained 50 subscribers in the last month. So I only imagine if I ramp up my efforts, like posting 2 shorts a day, then hopefully the amount of subscribers will also scale. So I got 50 subscribers in 1 month. Who knows, the next month you might get 100. The next month you might get 1,000. But also, in general, creating content is pretty fun. And plus, I have products that I think will help others. So I'm not too worried about how fast we're gaining. All right, what is happening right here? Let's move this down so y'all can actually see, even though there's really nothing to see. All right, so daily routines and updates are next. So today is Sunday, and I have been, I would say, decently keeping up with this schedule. It is a lot per day. I have not been doing the daily end of day, which are the build in public videos for everyone, because it has been a lot to film, but we haven't been getting to the LinkedIn post. And then the carousels aren't really doing well, and they take a decent amount to put together, and no one looks at them. So I'm kind of like, why would I do that? I might as well double down on the just short talking head reels where people actually look at. And then we have long form signals from Simulacra. I guess it's supposed to be put out today. But I think I'm just going to put out a video from Signals from Simulacra, one of the other ones, on Monday or Tuesday. And then this build in public is going to go out today. All right, let's do some product analytics. Let's go to Post Hog. All right, let's see. So the visitors and page views over the last 7 days aren't as down as I thought they would be. They've actually, it seems, have gone up over the last 7 days after they were going down the previous 7 days. But over the last 28 days, we are up. So that is pretty good. We've got a decent amount of page visits. I wonder how many page visits have we had in total. So we've had almost 500 page views. Our spike being in May 7th when we really started posting a lot of content. Plus, also, I have been taking off the CommunityPool URL from my bio and Instagram. So that is also a reason for the decreased page views. But like I said, in terms of people signing up for the app, I think adding the fee-based structure is definitely going to change that significantly. So I think it's going to say the same thing on Vercel pretty much. Page views are up over the last 7 days, so that's pretty good. 21 visitors. People are going to the pricing, account, verify, but it seems like people are not signing up. They're going to the login. So I need to make sure that I change this to a fee-based structure, and I think the rate at which people will convert to getting on the app will definitely change. All right. So next is my YouTube, IG, X comments. I don't have any comments on YouTube or IG. I know that for sure. So I'm actually going to, what do I want to do? I'm going to go to YouTube first. Because I know that I have had, honestly, a significant amount of comments in over the last 2 weeks, and I have not been answering these comments at all, and I've been really falling behind. I do want to answer the comments here in the video format, but I feel like if I cannot get to making a build in public, then I should really just make sure to respond to the comments every day as I get them. But I have a lot of unresponded comments too. As you can see, from 12 days ago is my lowest. If I move this up, 12 days ago is my lowest. So we need to respond to some of these comments. So let me put myself up here, and let's go to this most bottom one. Let's see. What's the best way? I think I need to go here. And that's cool. Y'all can see that now. All right, so Powerful Crypto Websites Part 1. This person said, cool. Let's view that on my YouTube. Powerful crypto websites you should know, Part 1. Did you know if you go to this website, you can see everything made by humans priced in Bitcoin? Everything's going down in relation to Bitcoin. So, Powerful Crypto Websites Part 1, you should know. I'm going to continue this series because I do think it's very helpful for people. But Powerful Crypto Websites you should know Part 1 was on Priced in Bitcoin, the website Priced in Bitcoin. It's basically a website where you can go and view literally every single asset, commodity, um, anything you really want priced in Bitcoin, and you can see that everything is decreasing in value in relation to Bitcoin, even though the price, the nominal price on the screen is going upwards because everything is priced in fiat, and fiat is constantly being printed and made. And when you constantly print your money, you have inflation. And even with things and hard assets like gold, which have a very low flow to stock ratio, there's still inflation because gold still is uncovered at a certain rate a year. Where Bitcoin, there's however much Bitcoin there is, 21 million, that's how much Bitcoin is going to be. So this person said, cool, let me like this and say I appreciate it. I appreciate your comment. It's so cool to see how different assets and commodities are decreasing in relation to Bitcoin, decreasing in value, decreasing in value in relation to Bitcoin. I'm going to say assets, commodities, etc. Please please like and subscribe. I post videos every week. Say remember. Remember to please subscribe. I post videos every week. Cool. Boom. Let's reply. Boom. Cool. All right. This comment was from, and that comment was from the Boom News 8348. This comment is from Carlo Leonessa. Do you use Lightning for anything? Buying gum, maybe. So this was on my video, Bitcoin Lightning Payment Network passes $1 billion a month. And that was basically a video talking about how the monthly volume of transactions crossed $1 billion a month for the Lightning Network, which is really big. Essentially, the Lightning Network is a way for Bitcoin to scale. So because of Bitcoin's great use as being a secure network, a decentralized secure network, it's very hard to scale the regular network to the point where you are doing as many transactions a day as, say, a Visa or MasterCard or any of the big credit card companies. And so the Lightning Network allows people using Bitcoin to essentially generate channels, to create channels where their Bitcoin is locked in the channel for a certain amount of time until that payment is complete, and then the channel is basically disappeared and the money is sent to the person on the opposite end of the channel. And it makes it very easy to scale because you do not have to directly send or create a channel with the person you are directly trying to send the money to. It works in a peer-to-peer system. So if you are peer A and you need to send your Bitcoin in a Lightning channel to peer W, then A would go to B, B would find T, T would find, and so on until W, peer W, gets the payment. And so that's an easy way, or not an easy way, but that's the way for Bitcoin to scale to being able to process billions of transactions. And so this person said, do you use Lightning for anything? Buying gum, maybe. And I would say, well, thanks for your comment. I appreciate your comment. I would say, yes, it really depends on how large the transaction is. If the transaction is decently sized, it makes sense just to go with on-chain Bitcoin network. Lightning, or like you said, like you mentioned, Lightning I'm gonna say I've used Lightning when sending minor transactions, like setting up BTC Pay server, or when setting up Luna node credit. You are right. If the transaction is decently sized, it makes sense just to go with on-chain Bitcoin network. I've used Lightning when sending minor transactions like setting up Luna node credit. It really depends. But I think the optionality of having a Lightning network bodes well for Bitcoin as a payment system. All right, let's reply to him. All right, next is James's Clarity. Thanks for explaining this, bro. Full digital world. I think I was explaining stablecoins in this video. I definitely was. Yep, I was explaining stablecoins in this video. So let me respond to tokenized currencies, securities, baseball cards, tokenized brands, really the tokenization of everything. That's where stablecoins come in. So basically, a stablecoin, a digital currency, has a stable value, and it has a stable value because it's pegged to a real world asset like US Treasury, the US dollar, gold, tokenized. All right. So that was me talking about basically how they're trying to tokenize everything. They're going to put everything on chain, and you will kind of really, at that point, own nothing. Especially if, well, here's the thing. How is your NVIDIA stock going to be able to be self-custodied if they can issue more NVIDIA stock? That's kind of the problem with the tokenization of everything. If it's not a digital currency like Bitcoin, where there is a finite amount of said token. So this person, James's Clarity, said, thanks for explaining this. I'm just going to say I appreciate your comment. Please subscribe. I post videos every day. Cool. Thank you, James's Clarity. All right, this is an actual comment that I was really interested in, because it got 3 upvotes, including me. But this person, Kiba Yu, he said, hey, Simulacra, I really love your content, but your thumbnails are not good, which is making your videos not get views. I can make thumbnails for you. So I don't know how to take this, because on the one hand, I do think I can improve my thumbnails. I want to say, what can I improve about them? And on the other hand, I'm just kind of like, it is a lot of work to develop a great thumbnail after creating so much content. When you're creating daily content, I have to find a way to automate thumbnails. And so I've been using ChatGPT's image generator to generate thumbnails. But I've been told by now this person and another person that I know actually in real life that the thumbnails are not the greatest. So if anybody has suggestions, leave them in the comments. I would love suggestions, please. What can I improve about my thumbnails? I would love suggestion, please. Kiba U, what can I improve? I appreciate your input. If anyone has criticisms of what I can improve for my content, my channel, please definitely leave comments. All right. Blue Revision said, man, awesome vibe. This is my first session of live streaming. Let me show y'all. We were vibing to start. Oh, the music already started as soon as I came on. Hey. All right. So as you can see, we were vibing on the live stream. Thanks, man. Awesome vibe. So let's respond. It's like that and say, I appreciate it. Mobile app. I would say Bitcoin. Payment processing. Bitcoin. Payment processing. Mobile app is almost done. Supply. Thank you, Blue Revision. Let's keep going. Okay, Carlo Leonessa said thanks for the video. Also on that when they responded. So I appreciate. I appreciate it. Please subscribe. I post videos every week. All right. Thank you, Carlo Leonessa. Reply. Boom. We are knocking through these. All right. Vintrist_E. They said, I still don't trust AI. And I agree with you. But I don't really think, the thing is, I don't really think it's a thing to trust or not to trust. It seems like, well, AI believes this is probably a sim. And I don't really think AI is the thing that we are trusting or not trusting. I think we are a variable in the entire sim to develop AI. But it's fine to not trust new technology. I think not using it is where that will fail you, where that thought process will fail you. I think learn about AI, learn what it can and cannot do, and the limitations. It's not some magical technology. It's pretty simple. And you don't have to trust it, but I do think this is a great time in human history to literally, and you don't have to trust AI, but I think this is a great time in human history to build. I mean, I've just built a web app, and a web app that allows you to deploy smart contracts and fund those smart contracts with digital currency would have taken thousands of dollars, and a not a massive team, but a team of 5, 6 people. And I was able to build that by myself on YouTube in 2 months. This mobile app is 2 weeks in, and really the last thing I have to do is set up this BTC Pay server, and it'll be done. So, and I've spent no money pretty much. And so I would really take this time to learn AI. I know it is being forced and thrust upon us, but I think everything will work out ultimately. So I'm going to say I agree with you. I appreciate your comment, first of all. I think that is a healthy disposition to have. Disposition? Maybe it's disposition to have. I think that's right. Disposition. Is that the correct? I think I'm using disposition wrong in that, but let's just say position. I think that is a healthy position to have. I would say that I do not think AI is something to be trusted or not trusted. Right now, it is a tool that needs guardrails. I would say, though, that I do not think AI is something to be trusted or not trusted. Right now, it is a tool that needs guardrails. The real problem is the creators of this really tech, let me say the owners, the handlers, want to use it only for their benefit. So that's what I would say. I would say I still don't trust AI. I appreciate your comment. I think this is a healthy position to have. I would say though that I do not think AI is something to be trusted or not trusted. Right now, it is a tool that needs guardrails. The problem is that the handlers of this technology want to use it only for their benefit. Boom. Thank you for the comment, Ventress_E. All right, let's keep moving on. It's like that one. All right. Robert Wingate 2446 said FDT. I have no idea what this means. It was in response to my video of stop paying for offensive wars. But I don't know what FDT means. FDT? Forever Donald Trump? I don't know. All right, nice work. The Boom News 3843 commented again on Build in Public live stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bitcoin payment processor is almost finished. All right, I think that's all of the. Let me like these messages. Did I like all of these? Like. All right. I think that is all of the comments we have. Cool. So we went through all of our comments. It took a minute, but I'm glad I did that on stream or online or in a video format. I want to keep doing it in a video format, but I cannot let these comments bubble down from 12 days ago. It's just unacceptable. All right. So we went through YouTube comments. We have no comments on IG or X. I have been posting on IG every day. X is another story. I really only post on X like short little posts and things like that. I haven't really got into the consistent mind frame of sitting down and posting a full thought out tweet like Balaji does, but I think my signals of Simulacra and these videos and then my mobile app live streams are pretty all encompassing of me showing that I can think technically and communicate that to others. But I do want to get more so in the format of writing things like that out. I have some ideas about what I want to do for Substack. That I'm probably going to post on my Substack at 2046. I just need to sit down and write. Final thoughts. I don't think I have any final thoughts. Really, the only final thought is that I am chugging along on this Bitcoin payment processing mobile app. It's Sunday, May 31st. This should be done by next weekend. By this upcoming weekend, this application should be out and be able to be used by different merchants to accept Bitcoin. So you've been watching another Build in Public. I appreciate everyone. This is going to be somewhat long Build in Public. I'm probably going to cut some parts out of it, but we're going to still be around 30 minutes. So that's good. I appreciate everyone for joining in. You've been watching another Build in Public. I'm Bryson. You're watching Simulacra, and I'm out. Bye, everyone.